Hi everyone, Nathan and Emma here from Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's stream, 2 Paint Tuesday. Hi everyone, hi Bald GM, hi Wiki D, hi Sharon, hi Pete, hi to anybody else whose name I can't see in chat, but that might be lurking. Hi everybody, hope you're all happy and you've all had a great day. And thank you for joining us on this fine evening. This evening we'll be working on my Ogre Matriarch here, and possibly making a little start on Giselle, the Sorceress. I'm just getting some leather colour on various parts, and then I've realised that I've missed a couple of bits that I'd been working on, so I'm going to have to go back and do those, but then that wouldn't be a miniature that I'd painted without me missing a bit, would it? And Mrs MLG is painting goblins!
Yeah, tiny, tiny, tiny little goblins that you can't really see.
Do you want to borrow my glasses?
Well, no, because they're to your prescription, my darling. And that wouldn't really work, would it?
Pete says, hydrate!
Hydrate! Everybody hydrate! I've got some water.
I've got some lemonade.
Yeah, being good tonight, aren't you? Look at you being all good. Sharon says, my brothers! But established earlier in a Discord conversation that Sharon's really a goblin. In disguise.
Why is Sharon really a goblin?
It was something to do with it being able to eat anything.
Oh, that was on stream last night.
Oh, was it on stream last night?
Tony suggested that she was a Pathfinder goblin because she could eat anything.
It all merges into one. I was close. I mean, I'd remembered it was a goblin. We can't see what you're painting. Do you remember before we started I said, don't make that any closer to your body because we won't be able to see it. Do you remember?
I remember.
I'm using black and brown 09137, and I'm just going to paint all what I think should be the brown bits on this archer dude, so that I don't accidentally paint them green. It's as simple as that gets, really. No more technical than that.
I see.
And what are you doing over there?
I'm painting leather straps on the top of this lady's club stick. Shepherd's crook type scenario thing that she's got going on over here. She's got some like little leather strappy bits going on. So I'm just getting those base coated in. And then we're going to move. Oh, I'm going to do these skulls because they're the bits that I forgot. Hi, Tony. So we're going to do those skulls, and then we're going to move on to I think just a different shade of brown. Get this pouch and the rope and these other bits of banding stuff done. Get those. And then we'll move on to some highlights, I think. Yeah, awesome.
Hi, Joel.
Good evening. Good evening.
Tony says, sorry for the lateness, but it's hardly late, are you, Tony? I was absorbed in painting leather on my Gandalf.
Awesome.
Yeah, Mr. MLG is going to get very told off if he doesn't put his mini back in the middle of the screen.
Can I angle the camera a bit more?
Well, you can do whatever you want, darling, but you know, before we started and I set it all up and I went, is that what you're going to paint? And you said, yes, definitely. And I said, well, you can't have it any closer to your body because we won't be able to see it. And you went, no, my darling, I won't. Do you remember that?
Yeah. So if I have it there, look.
Well, that's too high up now, isn't it? But I can change that, but I need to know where you're actually going to paint. I want you to hold it. Wait, listen. Yeah. You're not listening. Hold it where you are actually comfortable. Where you don't you're still messing with the canvas.
No, I'm sorry.
Stop doing your toes. Come on.
There, look. There, I'm going to paint him there.
You sure?
There, yeah.
Because I can get that in the middle there, look. Are you happy?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, my dad. I just want you to be happy.
No, sorry.
Joel says, you can't blame a wizard for lateness, Tony. A wizard is never late. This is when I get told off in chat for not holding my mini in the middle of the screen. So go on. What colours are you using? What colours have you used? What are you doing?
So that was Ivory Tusk. Ivory Tusk from Green Stuff World. I've just used as blob colour on the bone. And now, and I have been using some Green Stuff World Leather Brown for the various leather strappage bits on there. And now I'm going to break out some Vallejo. I can't see it. I should have some Vallejo Leather Brown in my paint rack, and I can't see it.
I've got a few browns.
I'm gonna use this other one instead. I'm gonna use some.
Happy?
Yeah, I'm gonna use some Overlord Olive.
Overlord Olive.
Overlord Olive. I don't think I've used this. Oh, I must have done. It's open. Ooh, that's not what I was expecting. Maybe we're not going to use Overlord Olive. I was going to use it for the pouch that she's got on her back, but that's...
Is it green?
Yeah, no, it's more a brownie colour. Maybe we'll use that as a... I don't know.
What colour is it?
It's kind of... It's like a bit more of a grey brown, like the umber colour that I used for her skin. What's that look like if I paint that on there? It's like the same colour. That's pretty much the same colour as I painted the rest of her skin. What's going on there? Well, we're not using that then. Overlord Olive and Dark Umber, it appears, are pretty much the same colour. Okay. I'm sure there's a subtle difference between them. Right then. Let's go back to the original plan and we'll use some Vallejo Flat Earth.
That was the original plan?
No, but I can't see the other colour that I wanted.
Is that what happens when you've got too many paints?
It is. I thought I had some Vallejo Leather Brown in there, but maybe...
Want me to have a look?
No, it's fine. This is fine. This is fine. I've got this now.
Okay.
She's got like a little pouch on the back of her belt, and I literally just want to paint that with it. And then I need to find a colour that I can paint the various cords and straps and things that she's got with. Oh, she's got some bones hanging off of there. Completely missed them as well when I missed the skulls. Not doing very well here. I've had a very relaxing day today. Not been to the shop today. Been at home annoying you, haven't I?
Yep. You've ordered some stuff. You've been doing admin-y things on the computer.
Oh yeah.
Is what you've been doing.
When I said annoying you, and you didn't even hesitate and go like, no, you don't annoy me.
I had to hesitate slightly because I had to switch my microphone back on. So there was a slight hesitation. Tony says Dark Umber has a reddish tint to it. Overlord Olive has a slight green tint to it. The difference is subtle, but it's there. Wicked says, this is the problem I'm having with the fungal queen. Her skin tone ended up being a concoction of, I can't see the screen because of the wire on the lamp. A concoction of paints I can't remember, but now I can't find anything that works as highlight. And Sharon says, boo, admin stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, ordered some stuff and paid for some stuff. And
yeah, not like taxes type admin stuff.
No, that's coming.
More emaily, ordery, pay stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And listening to me talk to myself and going, "You talking to me?" It's like, no, just chuntering to myself over here.
Yeah.
Pretending I'm talking to the dog when really I'm just talking to myself.
Yep.
And then I've made you have some fresh air because I've made you walk the dog with me. Get some fresh air.
Yeah, we went twice.
Well, yeah, he gets 2 walks.
Round the block.
He gets 2 walks. It was a bit cool, a bit cold today.
It was very cold, not just a bit cold. It was freezing in here.
We can only see the top of your painting handle now.
I'm not doing very well here, am I?
My gauge is tiny, tiny little goblin.
We were sat here at the work table, so I had my laptop here on the desk and stuff, and then it was just getting colder and colder, and you got the heating turned off. It's alright.
Because we were going for the walk, so I turned the heating off. So we're going to heat the place when we're not here.
It's freezing.
You are silly. Yeah.
Trying to do me in by freezing me to death.
I hardly think being inside the house, it was 16 degrees. It was hardly freezing.
Normally I'm not bothered about it being cold. Maybe I'm coming down with something.
I think you're just being daft. You just expected the house to be warm. Because the shop is so cold that you were like, oh, I'll stay at home and it'll be nice and toasty.
Yeah, should have been.
But it didn't need to be, so it wasn't. Right, I think... Oh no, there's a bit in his arm. Hi, Kainoko, we're just chuntering about heating. It's not really painting. And you are at the bottom of your screen again.
How can I be?
Oh,
How can I be? I'm like all the way over here, look.
Well, you've moved it now. I can move her up again. But you'd said you were going to paint over there. I've forgotten this bit of brown. I think that this bit is going to be brown. This goblin is very small for my eyes. And the fact I can't see miniatures when I paint on stream because of the light and the camera. But I think that's... Well, it's brown now, let's put it that way. Whether it's supposed to be or not, it is now. So I believe that is all the brown. So that's black and brown, which I still don't think is particularly very dark, but hey ho, that's just me. I didn't add any black to it today. I normally add black to my black and brown. So that's all going to be the brown bits, and then I want to paint his cloth bit that's saving his modesty red, so I'm going to start with flat red. Let's have a look at that. Tony says, I found a great GIF for Sparky. It involves an amusing little comment, but have enjoyed watching MLG the Brave assemble today. Waiting for Nathan to run the scenario, The Rise of Matron? Is that a meanie? Is he being mean?
I don't know. Is that to use this lady as the end boss? Rise of Matron.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. So I'm going to paint the cloth area with flat red. I want to put all the colours in first, is my plan, because it's so small. I want to put all the colours in first so that I can see where they all want to be, and then do any highlights or anything, if I do any, after, so that I don't just think it's all green. And see that that bit's supposed to be cloth. Hi, Goblin Squire.
Good evening.
Tony says, oh, she'd be a cool end boss. Yeah, if you don't get Mal done.
Yeah. Mal's going to be done.
He's determined.
Yeah.
Determined that Mal is going to be done.
Even if I have to have a couple of late nights to make sure she's finished.
Well, what else have you got that you have to get done? So you've got your, is it Giselle?
Yep, Giselle, we're going to... Oh,
Gee
what was that?
That made me jump.
What was
I
that?
don't know if we've had a cheer. That made me jump.
Awesome, thank you.
Goblin Squire. Oh, look, there's a little snow unicorn thing bobbling about.
Awesome.
We're just not used to such things as well. It's all set up, but we're not used to them actually happening. What were you saying? What else have you got on?
Yeah, so Giselle, I'm gonna make a little start on Giselle, I think, while I'm waiting for some bits of this lady to dry. And then in a second. And then I've got, so just this lady, Giselle, and Mal to get finished before the end of the month. I can't think of anything else that I desperately need to get done. No, because I've got all month to paint those ready for my next uplifting points. And to be fair, because of the way I've been painting them, a lot of the things that I already need for the next uplifting points are already done. So I do need to build some more pig riders. Gore grunters. Need to build some more with the spears, but that can wait until the start of February. Let's get these other, even though it's exciting and I want to get it done, I'm going to force myself to wait until at least Tuesday next week before I start on those. And I want to convert up a rider for the Maw Crusher as well.
Is that your pink one or your white one?
The white one.
What's that, Pete? I can't read that out. Oh, turtle didn't make any noise.
Yeah.
That's strange. Why didn't the turtle make any noise?
Don't know, darling.
What's going on there then?
Right then, I need.
One of the dance days. I haven't got a chicken. I need like a chicken.
Another turtle made it to the water.
That's a face slam into the keyboard if I ever see one. Yeah, maybe he's fallen asleep. Pete, you still there? Pete, wake up! You've fallen asleep on your keyboard, Pete. Pete, wake up! Oh, dearie me.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Since when did I ever know anything?
Maybe he's got text to speech on and it decided that it was
I don't know, has he got a cat?
Nothing it could broadcast.
Or the cat wandered across the keyboard. I mean, poor Pete, there could be something wrong. We're all just taking the mick now. Going to use Luftwaffe Cam Green and see what this looks like.
I'm using over here Nightmare Black for this. So this stone ring that's suspended.
He dropped his phone.
This stone ring that's suspended in the middle of her staff here. I'm going to use Nightmare Black for the thing, and also I'm going to make the little charm around her neck the same colour. And then, so my intention is to make this have like greeny, well, blue. I think it's blue because it's kind of got a blue tinge to it, like a stark blue highlight to it. So it looks like it's some kind of magical stone. That's my.
Hydrate! Everybody drink up.
Thanks, Pete.
It was,
Oh, sorry. Thanks.
now you've got to have another one.
Yeah.
To have another one.
Sorry,
now.
sorry, Hamish.
Hi guys. You have to have a drink. Hydrate.
There's another one. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Hamish.
Thanks everybody.
Ah, no.
Sharon says I love Nightmare Black so much. She did a whole dragon with it.
Oh, that'd be cool. I've got. I think it's the black dragon from Bones 5 to paint. That could be a good shout.
This is too small.
Mrs MLG does not like small minis.
Konoka says Nightmare Black should definitely be renamed Super Duper Inky Blue Darkness. Should we put that name forward, shall we? I don't know if it fit on the label, to be fair.
Oh, sorry. I was just concentrating, trying to not smush this paint all over my mini again, because I already have done that once. Yeah, so just gonna try and not paint all her boob area with Nightmare Black. So which dragon did you paint, Sharon, with the Nightmare Black? Is it? I would imagine that it's in the Discord that I don't really look at as much as I should. Possibly. I would like to see it and see if I can steal any ideas from your
Koronoko is painting
artistry.
that black dragon right now. It's a gorgeous mini, and then you can read out the name of the dragon.
Shavrina. Is it Shavrina? Shavinra. That's the big one, isn't it? Shavrina the Slayer. I'm gonna have to have a look now. So I was going to paint Shavinra as a red dragon. Was my intention to do her as a red. I think it's a she. And I was going to do whichever the other one is. Is it a Gansrax or something like that I was going to do as the black dragon. And then there is another one that begins with a K, and I think that one's... Is that the blue? Awesome. Tony says that he's considered painting a shadow dragon with the black 3.0, a big dragon-shaped black hole with glowing green eyes. That's the. Is that? Have you got some of that, Tony? The like really, really, really black. Black. That's it's something I've been interested in having a go with, but it's quite expensive, isn't it?
Isn't it supposed to be quite brittle as well when you put it on? So if you touch it, it kind of rubs off and stuff. Is that the stuff?
Everyone's talking to me. Caturix is shadow. Agrazana black. I think that's it. Yeah, and I can't remember what the... Yeah. No, it's... There's another one. There's the blue one that's kind of like a lot sinewier. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, that one. That one. I'm looking for a grey. Could I have that stone grey back that I gave you earlier on, my darling? Thank you very much. We're nearly out of stone grey, Reaper stone grey. Need to pick some more up when I next go to the shop. I used a whole load of it on the base for Mal last night. So I'm just going to paint. I've no idea what this little hangy bit is off her belt here, so it's going to be stone. Like a little stone token thing hanging off her. It's expensive, delicate, and you cannot varnish it or it loses its blackness. And Sharon says that Sharinra is the blue with the horn on the nose. Alright, so... right. I think I've got my colours mixed up then. So... Oh, well, I was going to paint the blue one as a... I was going to paint the blue one as a red. And I think it's Ildreus that I was going to paint as blue. So that's cool. Pete says that Goblin Squire should paint a pink goblin. And Tony is talking about the Black 3.0 and says it's phenomenal. It's £15 for a big bottle. Sounds expensive, but it'll last a lifetime. It's definitely one to keep for special effects. Kuronoko, apparently the inky blackness of the Black 3.0 is due to it being super matte, which stops light reflecting off it and makes it look darker. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I definitely think it sounds pretty cool.
I thought it would be cool to make the backdrop for when you're taking pictures of the minis.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't reflect any light, so you just see the mini itself. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, that's right. So Sharon, a good point. You can obviously paint them however you like, but as regards the like player's handbook, etc., or monster manual dragons from D&D, that's what they're based on. Those dragons. Yeah, I guess they have slightly different attributes, don't they? The shape of the heads and things. It's I guess I just thought that the Shavinra was a red because she was the bigger one out of them. I'm going to have to go back and have a look now. Get him back out the box. Naz says, it's a nice... Oh, I've missed something. I used 3.0 black on my leader for the Cult of the Burning Man's face, so I could make his face look like a void with a glowing blue light in the centre. That sounds pretty cool. It's a nice paint though. Actually, the dirty down rust is more expensive. Just managed to find some as it's difficult to get. And Wicked D is asking what varnish we recommend. Needs to look into varnishing or finished minis so they aren't getting ruined in the box. They all get chucked into when I'm done. Yeah, so if you want to use a spray varnish, then I would recommend the Colourforge matte varnish spray. That's really good. Or if you're going to brush something on, then I would advise something like Vallejo matte or Army Painter Anti-Shine is pretty good. But you can't go wrong with that Colourforge matte. Yeah, that stuff. That's pretty good. Or the Vallejo matte varnish. But yeah, you can't go wrong with the Colourforge spray if you've got space to do it. What do you think I should make the blade of her little dagger thing? Do you think this should have a metal dagger, or do you think it should be like sharpened rock?
I Well, she's got a lot of rock and bones and stuff about her, hasn't she?
Yeah, I think we make it stone. She hasn't got anything else metal on.
It's a bit of flint.
Let's do it that way. Is Vallejo Matt like Reaper John? It says
I hope
Goblin
not, if it's in
Square.
the cupboard.
Yeah.
Wicked D says, I'm not sure I trust myself with spraying. Why not?
It's very easy to use.
Yeah.
You can't, so long as you, there's a couple of guidelines really to follow when you're using sprays. So I now warm it up. So either put it in a washing up bowl full of warm water for sort of 20 minutes before you're going to use it, or put it on top of the radiator, but you need to keep an eye on it then, make sure it don't get too hot and explode. So just make sure you warm the can up, and then you need to do it either in a garage or a shed or something, or on a dry day, so you don't get like rain spots on your stuff, and then just test it out on something first before you lather it on every mini you own. It's look at that, clumsy. Well, it wouldn't be one of our streams if I hadn't blobbed paint on something that I didn't mean to, wouldn't it? And mate, that's a good point, Tony. Make sure your mini is completely dry before you varnish it. Excellent. Tony's put a picture of his mini in the painted minis section, so we can see the effect that he's done on his face. If you would like to have a look. Excuse me. Right, so I think I'm just going to go round and give her skin another coat. Now, I did paint her skin with dark umber, so we're just going to... Oh, what's going on there? It's like a weird build-up around the lid of the paint. So I'm going to get some more dark umber. I've noticed that her skin's like you can see the undercoat through her skin in places. So I'm just going to give it another coat around before I start with anything else. So I'm using Green Stuff World Dark Umber, and I just need to make sure I get in all the recesses, because that's where you can see the ready undercoat showing through. Like in there, that little recess in there, that's annoying, is that?
Why did you undercoat it red?
Because I was undercoating Mal and I had some left over. Is the honest answer. I could tell you all kinds of things about, like, oh well, I wanted to do like this with it, or I wanted to do that with it, but no, the honest reason is I had some left and I didn't want to waste it, and this mini was to hand, and I thought, yeah, I'll use that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So yeah, there we go. So today I have ordered our first shipment of really useful boxes for storage solutions. So we're going to put some bundled things together, so you'll be able to, should anybody wish to get some storage for their minis, you'll be able to get really useful boxes in some common sizes from Mighty Lancer Games in the not too distant future, and we were going to do some packages, so we coupled them with magnets and magnetic sheeting for anybody that chooses to magnetise the bases of their minis for storage. I think that's just something else that we can offer. So we've got that sorted. Looking forward to those arriving. Maybe have to make another a bit more in-depth video for YouTube and such for advertisement purposes, won't we? You use this size of magnet and you do this and blah-de-blah-de-blah.
What, for carrying your miniatures?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can deal with all the comments then.
Well, that's not going to be as contentious as
Oh.
changing the laws of physics, my darling.
Oh, well, yeah. I didn't really realise I was changing the laws of physics, though, did I? This was maybe my problem. I just thought it was cool. Silly old me. I forgot all the 12-year-olds on TikTok wouldn't be happy. Yeah, we're going to do a bundle, Sharon. Yeah, I'm going to do a bundle. Is that what you mean? We're going to do like a really useful box and magnets and
Yeah.
a sheet so that you can buy a storage bundle. Is the idea?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Goblin Square says, I misplaced my mini for the great MLG brush off, so I might need to choose another.
Oh no!
Oh, I can't even. Everyone picked it, didn't they, on the stream? I can't remember what it was.
Goblin Boss.
Ah, that was it. Yes, Goblin Ball. Well, you see, and this is why I married you for your memory. Hi, Moxie. We have misplaced the mini that we were going to do, or I was going to do, for the February one.
Yeah.
We don't know where that's gone. It's walked off somewhere.
I'm really annoyed with myself because
Yeah, it was a present.
I bought
It was a gift and it lost it.
bought it for Mrs MLG as a gift and I can't.
It'll turn up when you're not looking for it. It'll
Yeah.
just be like, hello, I'm
Oh.
well.
Or when I've replaced it.
It'll just go woof and turn
Yeah.
up because it was flash out, wasn't it? Interesting, I used one of the really useful boxes storage towers for my paint storage as they're already colour coded. Well, do you want to tell people what you were doing with yours and why we're suddenly now going to stock them?
So I used a 9-litre storage box with magnetic sheeting inside on the lid and the base. And then I've magnetised inside the bases of my Age of Sigmar minis so that they stick to the magnetic sheeting. You can store them like either on the lid or in the base. So go with I've gone with the 9-litre one because the cavalry are sizable. But if you go with the 4-litre one, the 4-litre and the 9-litre stack. So if you've got a lot of minis, you can combine them into a handy tower, and they are approximately A4 size, designed to fit a ream of A4 paper, so you can get a fair bit of stuff inside them. So yeah, you magnetise the bottoms of your miniature bases and then stick them in, and there's a couple of different solutions that you can do with your minis. So one thing is the magnetic sheet. You can actually cut it with a pair of scissors. So if you wanted to do, like, say, the base of this Ogre matriarch, you could draw around her base on the magnetic sheeting and then cut around the base of that, or cut around that, and then you'd be able to stick some adhesive magnetic sheet to the bottom of her base, and then you'd be able to stick her into the thing without having to put other smaller magnets inside, drill holes and mess about with all that kind of thing. There's a lot of stuff going on. So it's just a different option. So some people like using the foam figure cases and what have you, but as minis, especially like sort of Games Workshop and a lot of other companies are bringing out more and more extravagant figures with different details and appendages that stick off in different directions and what have you. It's getting harder and harder to store them in traditional figure cases without things breaking and snagging in the foam and all the rest of it. So it seems that this is what like magnetic basing and storage is definitely what a lot of people are moving towards. I think I see people turning up to like our tournament days and stuff with these kind of storage solutions, and seeing as it's getting hard, certainly locally, you can't just walk into B&Q and buy a really useful box anymore in Bridlington. They've stopped selling them, so I figure that we should get some so we can be a one-stop hobby shop like we claim.
Ah, but you're a one-stop gaming shop.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, because we don't sell everything that could be counted as a hobby, I guess. Do we? Just a lot. Just a lot of stuff.
I don't think you do too bad, you know, with all the stuff that you stock.
No.
Yeah, I don't think you do too bad.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Tony says, I ram everything in a plastic bag. That's the next stage of the plan that he hadn't told you about, Mrs MLG. There's lots of plans in his head that he doesn't tell me about Wicked Day. Lots and lots of plans. But in fairness, recently it's been my fault that we've had stuff. So it's my fault we've got Moonstone. It's my fault we've got Northumbrian Tin Soldier. It's my fault we've got Gamers... What's it?
Geek Gaming.
Geek Gaming. Yes. Yeah, they're my fault. So I can't really tell him off for those ones.
Is there anything else you've got your eye on that you're not telling me about?
No. I can honestly say that there isn't really. We already stock so many things. I'm not really sure what else we could get. We've got Army Painters speed paints coming soon. I've had confirmation that they should be landing with the distributors in the next week. So I think we start off with the sets before we get like individuals. I think the sets are coming first. I think there's 2 different starter sets, so they should be they should be here hopefully next week or the week after. Wicked D's angling for a job here. Well, Pete says that we need a second shop, and Wicked D says expansion into a fully rounded hobby shop with a really friendly Wicked D to run the crafting side.
We could probably just set up a shop with all the craft stuff that I own in the house. We could probably just open a shop with that to start off with.
What colour do you think I should undercut? I'm just going to put the Ogre aside for a moment, and I'm going to base...
Goblin Squire's found the Goblin Boss!
Yay!
Woo! We don't have a cheer button, so we'll just have to cheer for you. Are we ready? Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop. I'm going to undercoat Giselle. So, I don't know what colour I should undercoat Giselle. I think I'm going to go for grey primer. That's what I'm going to do.
So tell us your plans for Giselle.
So, I want to make her look like, not necessarily a... clapping.
Forgot about that one. Right?
Hydrate!
Hydrate! Everybody hydrate. This does look silly on my screen. This is just blue stack to hold it on.
So the plan for Giselle is, I've got an idea in my mind. I'm not going to spoil the idea in my mind by going back and looking at actual factual sources, but I've got an idea in my brain about how I remember.
Cheers.
Cheers. How I remember Bretonian sorceresses
Another
from the
turtle made it to the
90s,
water.
looking from Games Workshop. So I've got this kind of idea in my head, like I say, that I'm going to do a dress in a nice blue. I always struggle to highlight blue, so I'm going to try and do it blue, challenge myself. So she's going to have a blue dress and quite pale skin, I think. Well, I say pale skin. She's going to have like rosy cheeks and stuff because she's Bretonian. So yeah, paley skin because her legs all exposed up here. She's got like a good thigh length split going on. Obviously to help her ride her horse or a unicorn. One of the original Bretonian sorceresses was riding a unicorn. The Fey Enchantress. And then they were never this busty though. So yeah, dark blue with silver for this thing around her waist here. And blonde hair, I think. What was that noise? Paint it light blue. You can low light it with dark blue ink. Yeah, I could use Nightmare Black to do the shading.
All my paints are blocky, blocky, blocky.
You have to get your pokey tool out, my
I need a
darling.
new one, it's bent.
And you want one of mine?
No,
Oh.
I'm fine. You carry on talking.
Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking what I'm going to do after Tony suggested it the other day, and it's fresh in my brain, and I've moved it now, and I can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to go with squash that guy. I'm going to use Green Stuff World Imperium Blue as the base coat for her dress. Yeah, when Mrs MLG and I were discussing it earlier on, we were out walking the dog, and I was talking about what colour I was going to paint her clothing and what have you. Wow! Wow!
Pokey tool! We've never seen the bunny before, right?
Yeah,
He's quite cute as well.
that's awesome. Thanks, Roy.
Yeah, maybe I should get blocked up paint more often.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
awesome.
First bunny appearance, I do believe. The first bunny appearance.
Tremendous.
You've lost your train of thought now, haven't you, with all dramaticness?
I have, yeah, and all them cheery bits. Yeah, we were talking about it, and I said like, well, I always struggle with blue, so maybe I should do it red. But then I've just painted all that red on Mal last night, so maybe I should do it blue and just force myself to do it blue. But if I use the Imperium blue and then I can highlight with that marine blue and a couple of other lighter shades, then I think she'll look alright. We'll get her started with this. I do like the Bones USA material. It's very much more like a resin, isn't it? And it looks like I read the list out to you a little bit this morning, didn't I? It looks like there's a whole raft of Bones USA minis coming in the next 2 or 3 months. which is pretty cool. It's a good material, I think. Just a guess. I have no pre-information, but I would suggest that Bones USA will probably replace Bones Black. It looks like a lot of the Bones Black minis that were previously or haven't been available for quite some time are coming back as Bones USA minis in one of the 2 ranges that they're producing, the Dungeon Dwellers and the Legends range, Reaper Legends. So the Bog Skeletons are something that I wanted to get hold of for a while, and obviously they haven't come back in the Bones Black range, but they are coming in the Dungeon Dwellers, I think, in the not too distant future. So I'm looking forward to those. Paint some of those. Not that I really need any more skeletons, but I just think the poses look really cool. Yeah, the Green Stuff World paints, Naz, are excellent. They oh, Pete's had another hydrate. Thanks, Pete. Hydrate. Yeah, the Green Stuff World paints are really nice. They're really smooth, and I think they accompany the Reaper paints really, really well. The way that they seem to work together is fantastic. Right then, so last week I used marine blue, which I've got some here. I used marine blue for her top, and I said that I was going to make it look like denim. The intention would be to make it look like denim. So I'm going to get some marine blue and we're going to mix into it just a smidge. So here's an example. So that's a marine blue. It's very much an ultramarine blue, and we're going to mix into that a smidge of Reaper blue flame. I'm just going to mix a tiny smidge of that in, so we can make a lighter denim-y blue. There we go. Right. Tony says that he tried his first Reaper paint a few days ago and they complement each other well. Yeah, I think the formulas, the way that they're put together, must be very similar. They do seem to go really well together. They mix nicely. That's the wrong mini. Nearly. Picked up Gazelle. I was just about to start whacking some blue mix on Giselle. Naz says that he's got the 2 blood ones, and they are gorgeous, but need some of their rich colours. Yeah, I like the blood effects. I've used all the 2 regular bloods, the coagulated and the true blood, but the orc blood is also excellent. I used all 3 of those on my goblins for Blood Bowl, like the what's the guy with the chainsaw? The loony with the chainsaw. He's got all sorts of different kind of gore splatter all over him. He used all 3 of them on that guy. He just looks fantastic. I think we might end up getting some. So currently, the loonies for the goblins for a Blood Bowl are resin from Forge World, but I think we might end up seeing some plastic ones at some point.
Is that based on anything?
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen, unless I dreamt it, I'm sure I've seen something somewhere, like a little preview image or something that showed something off. Don't know. Hi,
Crafty!
We've got the Las Vegas Open this weekend, and I know that one of my friends is very excited. Thinks that we're going to get some awesome previews from Games Workshop. this weekend. If you're a Games Workshop fan, there's been rumours around for a while that they're going to release a new plastic Horus Heresy box set for 30k, and that it's going to be a new kind of mainstream product line for them, rather than it's always been kind of like a Forge World exclusive 30k with a few plastic releases for some of the more popular kits. But there's rumours abound that it's going to be a more mainstream product range with a lot more plastic kits, and he seems to think that it's going to be revealed at the weekend. But I think the timetable for the reveals is something like 6 o'clock in the morning, or... sorry, I had my head down. I think the Goblin special positions are coming out in 3 packs. Yeah, I think that's what I've seen. As long as it's not costed like that plastic Contemptor, says Crafty. Yeah, well, that was the plastic Contemptor Dreadnought was included as part of the set, wasn't it? The Betrayal at Calth set, I think. And as part of the set, it's great value. But when they release it on its own for 45 quid or whatever it is, it does seem a bit steep. But then a lot of the things are expensive out of that one box. What's that? Wow! Thank you very much, Quiet Boy 7. That's absolutely awesome.
Does that mean you've got to paint a pink Maw Crusher?
Yeah, it does mean I've got to paint a pink Maw Crusher. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much.
That is very kind of you.
It is indeed.
And we'll be heading off soon to raid Goblin Squire. So that's a bit of a shame that you've nipped in now and we're going to be finishing. But
awesome.
Cool.
Thank you very, very much. So we'll talk a bit more about pink Maw Crushers tomorrow. But thank you very much for your kind donation.
That's it now. All done. Genuinely didn't think you'd get anything.
No.
And now you've got to paint it pink. Tra-la-la-la-la-la.
But we have got a plan. I've come up with a plan for the pink Maw Crusher. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Thank you very, very much for your generosity. So pink Maw Crusher is coming once I've built it. After we've finished Mal Tracar on Monday, we'll be moving over to Maw Crusher Mondays until the Maw Crusher is complete. So a nice pink Maw Crusher is coming.
It is definitely coming now.
Yeah.
Absolutely, totally.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic.
You've got to get it and put it together.
We've got to build it and do it.
Cool.
So that's awesome.
How pink is pink?
Well, I think we can't just go axolotl pink, can we? We need to go like full on.
What do you mean? My axolotl's quite pink.
I know, but mine was just pink in the recesses, and it was like kind of white on top.
Alright.
So, but I think we need to go full on like fuchsia pink or something.
Yeah, where was mine? I can't remember where mine was.
It's in that cabinet above your head.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Don't believe it.
It's definitely there somewhere. Over at the right hand side. In your face, pink, says Tony. And Crafty says magenta Maw Crusher Mondays. Yeah, we could do. We're not. I can't do it fluorescent magenta, but definitely some kind of bright fuchsia in your face pink. That's right. Doom pink, says Naz.
Like that?
Yeah, like that. I was thinking brighter pink than that.
Brighter pink than that?
Yeah, more pink.
More pink. The more pink, the better.
Yeah. Barbie pink, says Kuronoko.
That kind of pink?
I can't see it. There's too much delay. Yeah, like that pink. Yeah. That pink. You'll have to tell me what pink you used for that pink.
I can't remember.
Lollipop magenta, I think, is...
I haven't got that.
No, there's there. It just popped into my head. So there's a green stuff world colour, lollipop magenta, and Majin pink, something like that. There's 2 pinks. I think I might pick those 2 up to do it.
I see.
Unless I have a look in the cupboard and we've already got something that's very similar.
Cool. And on that note, we really need to see what Hamish is up to.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
what are
Thank
you
you
doing
very,
tomorrow?
very much, everybody, for your attendance this evening,
it was
your
awesome to
time
see
with
you
us.
all. And hopefully you will follow us now over to Goblin Square Creations for even more painting awesomeness. We really appreciate it. Hopefully see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Excellent.
Thank you
And
very, very much.
tomorrow I'll be carrying on with both of these lovely ladies. So if I hold them so you can actually see what they are. There. I'm going to be painting them tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.